Yo viewers, I was going to make a Fallout London challenge run video, and I still will, but it's going to take me a while because I've been having technical difficulties with Fallout 4, and I can barely find the motivation to open that game in the first place even if it was working. Forget Fallout 4, this is an Arma 3 video, so it's going to get 277 views, but I don't care because it's going to be awesome. You will love it, and those who don't watch will be missing out. Now let's get it started. I don't want to bleed any more audience retention with unnecessary whining. Over the past few months, while I've been ignoring YouTube, I ran an Arma 3 campaign, but it wasn't your typical run-of-the-mill impromptu Zeus missions cooked up in an hour like everyone else makes. No, this was a persistent whole-map campaign where every action the players took affected future events, featuring a crafting script, money system, in-game shops, hunger and thirst, cooking, a civilian disguise system that no one really bothered to use, a prisoner ransom system, fast travel, and most importantly, a limited arsenal just like Antistasi. These features greatly impressed most of my players because they weren't used to seeing them in an Arma mission, certainly not all at once. My players were mercenary contractors working for the shady yet incompetent PMC Ventilator Tactical Industries. I named it that because they fill people with extra holes, for ventilation. Also, ventilator is the only word in the English language that starts with Venti, the name of that sexy femboy character from Genshin Impact. Holy fuck. Anyways, every session my players would start out at their airfield home base and leave to do operations for various contractors. At the start, since their mercenary company was in disgrace for reasons I'll soon explain, they were mostly working for criminal organizations and insane people. But by the end, well, they were still working for criminals and the insane, but at least the pay got better. Players had to purchase or loot their own gear and manage their money individually. Every vehicle destroyed or bullet fired was a cut into the profits of their mercenary company. Or at least that was the idea. In actuality, missions paid so much compared to the cost of equipment that running out of money was never really an issue beyond the beginning of the campaign. For the story, I took the time to write up a detailed alternate history timeline where, instead of the powerful post-Cold War leadership America had in the real world, it was run by a succession of idiots that drove the country into the ground and caused a civil war. The world of Mercenary Commander is a degraded, barely functioning mess ruled by PMCs and corporations. Russia and China emerged as the winners of this new order, while the US struggled to regain its former influence. By 2020, America managed to reintegrate most of its breakaway provinces, except for Alaska, which was snatched up by Russia. The country was ready to reassert itself in global affairs, setting the stage for future conflicts. And that's all you really need to know to understand the backstory. I could lore dump for half an hour, but I'll save it for future videos. I tried to reference events around the globe in my mission briefings to make the world seem bigger than just the small 10 by 10 kilometer map the campaign took place on. I don't know if I really succeeded, but you have to care about your mission because if it's obvious you put zero effort in and didn't give a shit, your players aren't going to care either. Originally, I was even going to go so far as to create a newspaper article for every session I ran, detailing the consequences of previous missions as well as events around the world, to give my players something to read during downtime, but it was way too much work, and nobody was going to read all that shit, so I only made one issue in the end. I needed a reason for my players to actually go out and do missions, so I decided that their mercenary company would be in deep debt, and the goal of the campaign was to earn 1 million credits through contracts to pay it off. Originally, it was going to be $1 billion, but Arma 3 turns floating point numbers over 1 million into scientific notation, which doesn't look very good, so I came up with the idea that Europe somehow has a unified currency called the credit, and 1 credit is equivalent to hundreds of dollars, so a 1 million credit debt is massive. The debt was incurred during a very unfortunate friendly fire incident a few months before the campaign's start date of this alternate universe, June 2020. In late 2019, the USA was fighting its last major breakaway state, New England. During a battle, VTI F-16 pilots mistakenly destroyed over a dozen American fighter jets and put an entire airfield out of commission for weeks. Needless to say, the American government was extremely pissed about this and demanded VTI pay the piper. If the company couldn't scare up 1 million credits quickly, they'd go bankrupt. So, in a last-ditch effort, they sent mercenary teams into the world's hottest conflict zones, like Colombia and Venezuela, which were collapsed, failed states, or Korea, which was a war zone between the North and South for years. My player's team, however, was sent to the island of Rügen, Germany, recently occupied by Russia. While America had declined and fallen into civil war, Russia had managed to swallow up much of Eastern Europe, annexing and puppeting many countries. After weakening Germany with internal separatist movements, they'd sent a probing attack into Rügen to capture the island. and what was left of the pitiful NATO alliance failed to muster any response. When my players arrived, Rugen was a nightmarish hodgepodge of factions. In the north, the Russians took over Puttgarden Airport and many towns. South of them were nationalist forces fighting the Russians, the legitimate government, and communist guerrillas. To the far south and east were said communist guerrillas, mostly funded by Russia. They were fighting all the other factions as well. The Bundeswehr held on to the major cities of Bergen and Stralsund, but only just barely. And on the mainland, another PMC, Ion, was illegally occupying significant territory as well, due to disputes with Germany over contract payments. In addition to the major factions, there were multiple organized crime families, cults, and smaller militant groups. It's incredibly unrealistic to have so much going on in one tiny little corner of the world, but I couldn't make an interesting, long-lasting campaign otherwise. That's enough talking about the campaign, though. Time to see how it actually began. Unfortunately, to my eternal shame, I didn't record the first 3 sessions from my Zeus perspective, but I do have on-the-ground footage from one of my players, so I can somewhat piece together what happened with my basic editing skills. So, let's fucking go. Well, Session 1 began amazingly because I managed to get 5 people to agree on a time to show up. UFO, Daly, Jack, Death, and Sean were there from the start, and most of them became regular faces. Like most missions, it was a slow start, with my players running around the base like chickens with their heads cut off to get their gear prepared.
Wait, I just realized we can take the shopkeeper prisoner.
No, please don't do that.
And rob him for everything he's got.
Yep.
It took especially long in this first session because I needed to explain how all the new game mechanics worked. I was so caught up in explaining everything and yapping, I didn't notice UFO driving away to do one of the contracts I'd set up. I'd created 10 potential missions for this first session, knowing that there was no time to do all 10, so my players would need to pick and choose what they wanted to do, and which factions and characters they wanted to support, fun stuff like that. Many of the contracts were very simple since the campaign was only beginning. Thus, before I knew it, Operation Rainmaker was complete. This was a hitman-for-hire mission from a scumbag lawyer named Fritz Zuckerman to bump off his own wife for life insurance money. That's the kind of miserable, low-level work Ventilator Tactical Industries was reduced to after the whole friendly fire incident. Obviously, its name, Rainmaker, was a reference to the John Grisham novel. I'm fairly certain Operation code names are supposed to be completely unrelated to the mission, but doing it in this tongue-in-cheek way was more fun.
What? Operation Rainmaker. Hello, this is Ventilator Tactical, right? Look, I'm in a sticky situation with my bitch of a wife, Carla. She's trying to take the kids, my house, everything. The kids are on a school trip right now. I'm gone, so she's at home alone. I don't want to have to do this, but she's not giving me a choice. You guys have been in firefights, right? Well, she's not going to fight back. This is one body for 500 credits. The easiest job you'll ever take. Here's my house on the map. Get it done and off my mind, please.
You know what? This seems
so
easy.
This
is easy. This is easy.
Okay, like the only work you can get is the worst people in the world. Like you'd have to be an idiot to hire you guys.
UFO simply walked into her house and bashed her skull in.
How far
Also,
away did he go?
at the action board, you can skip time if you need to. You can also check how much you've donated so far.
Okay, I think I killed her.
Already?
We need a show of proof. Bring the ear.
The ear?
Holy fuck, you killed her.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was.
Oh my god.
That
I didn't
really
even
was.
notice.
Yeah. I'm that good.
you're really good at this. You're really good at this killing innocent women thing.
Anyone notice?
I am that good.
I was too focused on what everyone else was doing.
Yep.
I didn't even notice. I was gonna have I was gonna have her scream and say, "Oh my god, don't kill me!"
No, I just no. I want
you give me the time to do that.
No, I just.
He was shockingly efficient.
Look, I just walked up to the house. I saw her, pulled out my gun, and then beat her to death with the gun.
All right, you should see that title text and.
Ding dong, the bitch is dead.
Nice.
Now check your ATMs. You should have a little bit of money in there now.
Anyways, the mission being completed so quickly taught me to pay closer attention to what my players are doing, cause goddamn. After that, they split into 2 groups. One group composed of Death and Jack did Operation Rampage, a mission from the police to hunt down a psychopathic schizophrenic that burned down an entire town and retreated into the woods, hiding out with a sniper rifle and ghillie suit. The name of the mission was a pretty obvious reference to the Uwe Boll movie. I got the mission idea when I was scrolling through the terrain and noticed a town on the map was burnt to shit, despite being in friendly German territory, so I came up with a fun explanation for it. Unfortunately, I have no footage of this mission because my on-the-ground cameraman UFO went with the other group, along with Daly and Sean, but from what I can remember, the sniper was very easily hunted down and killed. I wasn't able to remote control him as much as I wanted to because I also had to keep track of my other players. Speaking of, they were doing Operation Electrode, a mission from Bundeswehr Colonel Martin Baumhammer to blow up a power station near the front line with the Nationalists in order to disrupt their operations. If they'd done it at night, they might have noticed the power actually shuts off in the area afterwards, but since they did the mission during the day, they never got to see that. That's the downside of an open-ended mission structure. I have zero control over things like time of day or weather. It didn't take long to get to the power station. They walked in on foot in a civilian disguise, but the plant was guarded by nationalist militias and they'd made it a restricted area. A militiaman told them to fuck off and they got cold feet about sneaking in.
You go.
Yeah. Look, IAEA inspection here. Oh fuck! Oh
Hey, you're not
fuck!
allowed-
This isn't Civvy! This isn't Civvy! I have grievously miscalculated
Is it?
here.
Bolt.
They're gonna shoot. They're gonna shoot us with guns.
Okay, good.
I'm scared.
So,
Sorry, we were just looking for the bathroom.
Instead, they decided to start a firefight.
okay,
Get to the car.
okay, plan B it is. Get your heavy shit.
Okay.
Okay,
All right, you're good to go.
thank you. Plan B. Fuck them.
If your aim is wobbly, tell me.
Nope. Ah, there they are.
We got MG ahead.
Shit.
Oh, Jesus, she has an M2010.
I think we're being flanked on the roadside.
Just gonna yank that.
Yes, we are.
Nice spot.
Very quickly, I assume the Alive mod sent reinforcements from the east to meet them. Alive is basically a high command system that can automatically populate areas of the map and send QRF when objectives are lost. It does a lot of other things too, but that's what I use it for mainly. I doubt I would have spawned in so many units myself, but I wasn't recording my perspective, so I don't quite remember what I was doing.
But let's push it. The squad behind us is definitely bigger than the squad in front of us.
Oh, there's
Oh.
his fucking.
I
little
found the transformer
shack.
box.
I don't know where
I
this
see it
MG
barely,
is.
but it won't let me mark it. Come on, mark the damn tripwire.
Smoke's
Oh,
out.
I
Time
see.
to push.
Yep, I found him.
There you go.
He's on the left side of the transistors.
Oh, yeah.
Wonder if his
Window
wonder if
down.
his tent has anything in it.
Good. This is sabotage mark. Okay, time to plant explosives. Somebody cover me while I do this.
After fighting their way to the transformer, UFO placed a triple pipe bomb on it, but unfortunately for him, pipe bombs in the mod set we used are only good for taking out infantry and do very little damage to structures.
Oh, yeah. Let's bolt.
Yep. Okay, Sean, you got some good distance. Let's blow this popsicle scan. Open your mouth.
Eh?
Open
Don't
wide.
look. Ah, man, I looked.
What the fuck?
Did it not work?
No, it didn't.
Surprisingly, that was not big enough explosion. What did you use?
3 pipe
Did
bombs.
you use satchel charges?
3
Those
tri-pipe
pipe
bombs.
bombs probably suck.
3 tri-pipe bombs. They were more expensive. I thought their boy
How
was.
many more do you got?
I got another one plus a launcher. Hold on.
Oh, boy. We gotta go back.
Okay, I think this sounds kind of off because it sounds. A lot of the gunshots sound really close, even though they're not.
He says as bullets whiz by his head.
I'm gonna upgrade to the 2010.
Oh! Nope. Another one down. Oh no, plenty bit right there.
Oh, yeah, by the wall, solar panels.
Yep.
He's got an RPG.
Yeah, a couple of these guys do for some
I
reason.
got him.
If this doesn't work, then we're gonna be picking up some RPGs and using them. Like trigger, got a firing device.
Oh, these guys got a lot of,
Okay, Sean, get behind.
Another one by the solar panel, same spot. Nice, nice. I think I'm in a safe distance.
Well, we'll find out.
Alright, we'll come and help with power station.
Okay, something's smoking.
Failed.
Eventually, they had to use an RPG to take it down.
Are you fucking blow the fuck up? There we go.
There we go,
Fucking
baby.
hell. Yeah, no, whoever our whoever our suppliers for these pipe bombs, they ain't worth shit.
Both teams successfully made it back to base, and then my fucking internet just had to die when things were going so well. What a kick in the nuts.
Oh, I'm getting yellow chain.
Yep, same.
When I got back online 10 minutes later, Jack and Daly were gone, but everyone else was still around, and they played for another 2 hours. They spent a lot of that time back at base, building crates to store their shit. Watching them place down crates and move stuff manually made me worried that inventory management would take an increasingly long amount of time as the campaign moved forward. This is what inspired me to try and nip the problem in the bud quickly and add a limited arsenal to the mission ASAP. Unfortunately, in the end, that never really solved the issue completely. Players love to play dress up in the arsenal, and it really eats into the time they get to actually do missions and have fun. After messing around for half an hour, they did Operation Alpine, which was a mission from the Italian Mafia to assassinate some Irish mobster at a dockyard. Why it was called Operation Alpine, I don't know. I think originally it was a mission from the Irish Mafia to assassinate some Italian guys, so you'd be crossing the Alps into Italy, like Hannibal or whatever. But at some point it got switched, I'm not sure what I was thinking. Regardless, getting to the dockyard was easy, and there were only 5 mafiosos there, target included, so the mission was over and done with in about a minute. However, the Irishman's laptop contained information about a cocaine stash at a nearby construction site. Examining this diversion took a lot longer than the actual mission. They snuck into the construction site, and the workers revealed themselves to be mobsters pulling out pistols and submachine guns. They were easily eliminated. Our 3-man team then forgot why they were there in the first place and tried to leave without finding the cocaine up in the construction crane. Of course, they broke the wheels of the vehicle they were fleeing in, which slowed them down.
I'm just stealing the car.
Let's go.
Yeah,
then.
no, let's steal the car and everything. You got the loot from the other guys around?
Fuck.
Did you just crash into a pole immediately?
Whoa! We're taking shots. Get out, get out. No
And
serious.
now we're getting shot at.
Worse still, a communist squad moved in to investigate, but luckily they were an anti-air squad, and me remote controlling them to uselessly fire Strellas gave the 3 a bit of a fright, but was not a genuine danger.
Hold on, I actually need
Sounds
to
like
change
it's coming north.
I need to change
Yeah,
the wheel.
north.
Was that a fucking launcher?
Yep, that's Estrella.
Take cover.
Okay, yeah.
Estrella.
That's anti-air, not anti-vehicle.
Why are they handing us a anti-air? Anyway, let's
See where it's coming from?
let's change the wheel on this thing. Okay, this is now changed. Let's get the fuck
Shit.
out of here.
Alright, we need to go. These are alive spawns. They're gonna just keep coming.
Oh shit, okay.
Okay, works for me.
Did you repair the truck?
Our truck's already repaired.
Let's go.
Okay, Shotty needed an
Do we,
advert.
do we want to loot those anti-air missiles though?
Yes, we want to go get those. You guys go get the Estrella.
Alright,
I'll go
head
get
to
the
the tree
RPG.
line.
Oh fuck, this car is actually
Directly north of us, tree line.
this car's a lot more fucked than I thought.
Uh-oh.
What do y'all need?
Spare tires.
I got 1 in here.
Hold on. Get out. How many? Oh yeah, no, both the front tires are fucked.
Ah,
All I need's
shit.
all I need's the one.
I got it.
Okay.
10 seconds.
It's clear so far. Nope, down the road.
Probably one of the ones that was just uncon for me shooting them. Alright.
Yeah, finish him off.
Okay, the vehicle's good to go.
Okay, they were somewhere around this tree line here. Shout out if you spot them.
Stop.
Oh, here's one.
Oh, they were in around
I'll
here.
stay into Vic.
Oh, here it is.
Okay. I got the RPG.
I think there was 2 people with the Strellos.
Oh, God. There we go. Strela should be looted.
Alright, I got the RPK as well.
Nice.
Alright, let's dip.
Oh yes, the Strela actually does have has a round in it. That's amazing.
Nice. That means you picked up the one that wasn't used. They did shoot one, didn't they?
Yeah, for some reason.
So anyways, they left without finding the cocaine and didn't even realize it until they got back.
Did you get the cocaine, by the way?
Did we? I thought it
I
was
think
in
it
his
was
truck.
in the crane. I think it was like in
In
the
the-
crane. Fuck.
Like the inventory of the crane?
No,
Or-
like in the cab of the crane. Like you had to climb up and get it.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think we did.
shucks.
Fuck. I'll go get it.
So, Death went out on his own to retrieve the cocaine from the tower. Too bad I didn't get a recording from him, but basically what happened is he climbed the crane, but since his night vision was grainy and shitty, he could barely see the coke bricks until I pointed them out. Then he was attacked by communist forces and had to hightail it out of there in a vehicle. It was hairy, but he made it out in one piece. The final mission the team did was Operation COMMIE Crusher, a mission from an insane right-wing reactionary nutjob named Liberator, who really hates communism despite not knowing the first thing about it. Liberator was angry that a Russian PMC named the Akula Group, no relation to the Wagner Group of course, was covertly training communist rebels, and had Ion PMC shoot down one of Akula's helicopters. The helicopter was recovered for repair, but Liberator wanted it destroyed for good, or stolen and used for anti-communist causes. Well, it sounded like an easy mission, so the team moved out to Louderback Harbor, where the repair facility was. On their merry way to the harbor, the team crashed one of their trucks in a ditch and had to go in with just one vehicle.
Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me!
What? Did y'all flip?
I think you're
No.
banned from driving now.
It was about to happen. Yeah, no, this car's fucked.
How's our front tires?
Gone.
Non-existent.
Gone, and we don't have any, so we gotta hitch in with you. This car's is a write-off. Let's just go in the woods.
How about we go to that tree line there?
Yeah, that works for me.
Hang around the forest. Get a good angle on them to see what's up.
Alright, I'm gonna park the truck.
Alright, nice.
They dismounted their sole remaining vehicle north of the harbor and snuck up to it using trees for cover before engaging enemies on the roof of an office building. They were angered by how hardy the Akula Group mercenaries were. 7.62 by 39mm simply wasn't enough to deal with their insane body armor.
Holy fuck, he is heavily armored. What the shit? Just die already! Holy fuck!
As they moved into the office building next to the repair facility, they were so impressed by all the loot they forgot to clear the building and got burnt a bit for it.
Guys in that barracks building. Across.
Whoa!
Then they spent several minutes securing nearby buildings and not simply repairing the helicopter and flying away, which gave the communists time to assemble a QRF Ural which came in from the north. Since nobody was pulling security, this attack went unnoticed until it had dismounted and rebel troops were already within a few hundred meters of their position.
Taking shots at us. Oh, I see him!
Giant patrol coming from the northern road.
However, my players were able to engage and eradicate most of the enemy very
One's
quickly.
down. Two's down.
Shit, reloading.
Better. Four's down. Five's down. Hey, hey, hey. Shit.
After cutting down a whole bunch of commies, UFO decided to steal their Ural and use it to loot their corpses. But with only 3 players, it would only be possible to take 3 vehicles back, and they'd already found a fancy MRAP they wanted to steal, so this was a bit of a waste. When they finally fixed up the helicopter's engine, they were worried it was still too damaged to take off. This made them waste more time, so another QRF came in and blew up the truck they drove in on.
Okay,
We gotta go now.
Okay, Sean, Booker. Yeah, Booker!
Shit. Heading out.
Off-roads. Off-roads down.
Off-road's down?
Yep.
Fuck.
Shit.
Is it completely fucked? It is completely fuckered.
Let's just get out of here.
Yeah,
At this
get out
point,
of
the
there.
3 decided to cut their losses and leave with the helicopter. They left the Ural behind for no reason, but at least they got that fancy MRAP. And thankfully, both that MRAP and their new helicopter made it back to base safe and sound. I saved their progress, and we were ready for another session in the future. And with the positive reception my campaign immediately received, there were many, many more sessions. So I've got plenty of videos to make in the future. But hopefully, this one will suffice for now.